Okay, alright, so... Alright guys, welcome to today's vlog. Alright, today, it's gonna be a ranch day. Today, I'm in Chicago with my cousin.
Huh? Right now, it's not gonna work because it's not.
Say hi to the camera vlog. Hey guys.
This vlog is gonna start.
Just hold it. Prom. 100 subs. I haven't really thought about making this video yet. It's been a while since I've had a YouTube channel, and I didn't think I'd get here. And I always kind of cringe a little bit when people would celebrate 100 subscribers or 1,000. But it definitely is a milestone. It's very interesting. 100. I think something pretty interesting about this milestone. And I guess an interesting thing about this entire journey with YouTube an interesting thing about this whole YouTube thing was that when I started, I was just making fun videos just for fun. Like, it started with GTA.
Yeah, so this is what I do here. I do crazy stunts in GTA that I find super hilarious. But I'm not just going to be uploading GTA videos. I'm going to be uploading Overwatch, Call of Duty, maybe vlogging. I'm still thinking on that, but...
That was like when I first began making YouTube videos, and I remember like putting them together in iMovie. You know what, actually, if I were to think back, it goes way back too, to like before I even had this channel. I had like a previous channel called Blue Flame, where I would upload like Call of Duty videos, raw, no editing, no nothing, just an hour-long video of me playing zombies with my cousin Spanky. And that was that was like the beginning. And then I made this channel, started off with the GTA videos.
Yeah.
And I honestly just did it for fun. That was the main reason why I did that. And I think that lasted around like a year or two of just uploading GTA videos, Overwatch videos, Fortnite. And I found a way, I wanted to make these videos enjoyable. I think the thing that I've always said is, first of all, I'm making these videos to enjoy myself and others too, and to make something that I can look back on. So like for Overwatch, we like change the settings in the game to make like a hide and seek version where like one player runs super fast than the other player, and with one hit you're dead.
I don't know this map at all. I don't know where I'm going.
Do me neither.
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
I can't go there. I can't go there. I can't go there.
Almost like a hide and seek death match, basically.
Oh,
And then after that, I just kind of started making vlogs. Started with the vlogs with my Nikon D3500.
Alright, what's up guys? Isaac here, and I'm going to be starting a new series called Sixth Period.
I think I hear my parents pulling up.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And that camera was like one of the biggest turning points, because that's where photography really became real. I was always making these videos, but photography became the real thing. Even in the beginning with my Instagram, like before I got a camera, my pictures were always, the typical beginner, just overly saturated, super high contrast, colorful, but just pictures that, personally at the time, I thought looked amazing. Looking back, they were not so amazing. But with everyone that starts, you love what you do, and you just go forward with it. I got that camera in 2019, so a year before the pandemic hit, and I just remember shooting everything around my house, my parents' faces, my mom, I said just everything that I could possibly think of, I shot with that camera. And it was really fun. I never knew about editing. I didn't know about raw files. I just would shoot in JPEG and then keep it. And then I never really uploaded a lot of those pictures, or any, I think. The only two I ever uploaded was these two that I took of the night sky. I learned how to expose a camera correctly to capture the lights and the stars and everything. And it gave off this purplish color, which I've never seen. And that's probably by far one of my favorite photos that I've ever taken. And then, yeah, that's how I got started with photography. Still doing the YouTube thing. And I used that camera for YouTube too. It didn't have the best autofocus, and it didn't have the best microphone or the best colors or quality for video, but hey, I still did it and I loved it. Not really making much of it, but just to make memories and to post them online for everyone else to see. No, it's ice. You can hear it. Oh my gosh, hold up, ASMR. Blow up on YouTube, which is never gonna. I don't know what else to do. And then after that camera, I got the Sony ZV-1, and that camera was really the turning point for a video. I got this thing. Almost fell. I'm gonna switch from here to here in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is the Sony camera. Okay. I mean 4K video, 1080p at like 900. Wait, no, not wrong. Hold on. No, at 120 frames per second, and that camera even goes to 960 frames per second at a lesser quality. But for video, that camera was like insane for me. Like I remember like getting that camera before a big trip to Mexico. And also I forgot to mention that I don't like getting. I don't want to get this camera dirty. Alright, so a little recap of today's vlog, essentially. And I remember, like, that was probably the most consistent I've ever stayed with YouTube videos. Even if I didn't leave the house, any video that I could make while I was in my dad's hometown, I would make, and I loved it. I mean, what is a better season to get a camera than right before a big month-long trip? Is it snowing again? So I went to Mexico, and I came back, and I still kept vlogging. I still kept making videos here and there. About the date that it was recorded. It's a career thing, so there's Chris, and that's when I really started to get into what is S-Log, what is color grading, what is color correction, and that's at the same time with photos I really got to learn about shutter speed, ISO, aperture, depth, angles, rules of thirds, all these things that I didn't know before, and it seemed very interesting to me. I went to college right around the same time that I got the camera. It was my first year at college. Wait, am I thinking of the timeline? My timeline could be way off, so I'm sorry. But I know I went to college and I had the ZV-1. I don't know if I got it before or after, but I was in college. And I did not know what I wanted to do. I was so lost on what I wanted to do in life. I was terrified. I didn't know if I wanted to be a doctor or a PA or computer science. Like, there were so many things on my list, and I just didn't know what to do. I went into college thinking I wanted to be a physician's assistant. And then not even like a month in, I switched over to teacher. And then a week later, I switched over to computer science. And I've been doing that since. But it just doesn't seem like me. Like, whenever anyone would ask me, what is my career choice that I would have if is one thing I could do that I love. And it's always been to shoot videos or photos and travel. That's always been my answer. Like, the truest of answers. Wow, this video is really deep. It's supposed to be 100 subs. I'll say 100 subs. I'll call it 100 subs and a story. Or I don't even know. I'll see what I call it. But yeah. The YouTube thing still kept going. I still kept making videos, still kept making vlogs. Of course, continue making some of the GTA edits, some more Overwatch videos. And then I went to Mexico with my cousin and my best friend. Wide angle. This is wide angle.
Canada right now. We just landed.
Happy birthday to you.
You want to go me?
Okay, ready? Try to catch it.
0.0. Bro, we've been here for...
This is our first trip together.
First
How do you feel?
trip out of the country.
Let's get the swim trunks on. Let's go swimming. Those were probably some of the best times of my life, by far. Edit so many video clips. So tired. It's about to be midnight. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. So right now, Tala's over there taking pictures. That's nice. Wow.
Hey guys, so we're here.
Orange. You know what's the crazy part about this?
We've been walking around and look, there.
It wasn't even the aspect of like having to go on vacation, and it wasn't like the aspect of the idea of a break from life, which typically what vacations are used for, because I was taking 2 online courses that were half the length of regular course. So it's basically like taking 4 courses. So my schedule when I was in Puerto Vallarta for those 5 days was up at 5, 6 in the morning, homework up until 9, back to the hotel, wake everyone up, and then, party, swim, whatever, from 9 or 10 a.m. up until like 10 p.m., an hour or two of homework, in bed by midnight, and then back up. So I was working during that time, so it wasn't really like a break, but it was really nice to really explore the art of filmmaking and vlogging out in the open, and really for the first time being free and not caring what people think when they see me holding a camera and talking to it. I'm sweating like crazy. I'm just moist all around. But this is the ocean, which was amazing. By far, I think one of the greatest experiences of my life. And Chris came along too. He brought his camera, same thing. And I think that was the first time where I really put together a montage that I could say I genuinely enjoyed, called the Puerto Vallarta montage, I think as I called it. Got back from the trip, and lo and behold, school starts again. And this is where I kind of got tired of waiting for myself to think of an answer of what am I going to do in life. I think the year 2020 was probably one of the most stressful years because of that question, because of the unknownness of the future, of what I wanted to do. I mean, for years, I've always questioned it. Looking back now, I could really see God's hand moving in everything from that year. And even the beginning of this year, it's been very evident. And I say this a lot, but I mean, I really can't say God isn't real. So I went back to college for my second year at College of DuPage Community College. Still pursuing computer science, but with a different mindset of just trusting God that He'll work everything out for His will and His glory. Not for my own gain, but innately, if I'm doing something for His will, it's gonna be good for me, even if I don't see it that way. I chose to not live in a worldly way, and I chose to really follow God and walk in the Spirit. Not really too happy with the classes that I picked out or the goal that I was heading to, which was computer science, software development. I couldn't tell if that was me. And then December began. I get a call from my friend Chris, and he's telling me that there's a wedding that he's been asked to film, and he doesn't know what to do. Not in the fact that he doesn't know how to use a camera. He just doesn't know like everything else about like budgeting, all that, like just the workings of a wedding and what to do. So I answered, and you said you've got the right person. So we planned it. I knew going into it, our weak points are going to be camera equipment and lighting, because I mean all I had was my Nikon D3500, which isn't great for video, and the ZV-1, but doesn't have the best zoom, and it's an 8P, and it's not a full frame, and you can't change the lenses. And all Chris had was his M50, but he actually brought another camera, a little point shoot he had, Sony HX-AES80, something like that. And the date came. We shot the wedding. It was we were there for about 7 to 8 hours, and one thing I really went into this was praying to God, like really saying like, Lord, if this is something you want me to do, to pursue, please make it clear. Please lead me. And I did it. And I loved it. And Chris did it, and he loved it too. And walking out of that, I was like, what if I could do this for a living? Like I've been putting so much stress on what am I doing in life, and not so much stress on what could I do for God in my life. And whatever you do it all for the glory of God. So one camera that I've been wanting for a while is a Sony A7 Mark IV, but I never really had the push to get it because I'm not gonna drop thousands of dollars for a camera just for fun. I was kind of broke during the time too. So I prayed, I did it, and Chris and I loved it, and I really started to question, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could shoot weddings. Like the amount of people you can reach and preach the gospel to and just love and serve by doing this is insane. So of course, leading the end of December, I got the Sony A7. But yeah, this is my new toy. This thing has been the long-awaited camera that I've been like just wanting for so long. I was so excited. I mean, holding it in my hands for the first time was insane. I have wanted this camera for months. And I think that was a really big point in going forward with this wedding photography, videography business. And sure enough, I went on a retreat like days after I got the camera, and that retreat was beautiful. I think one thing I learned was the harder that I chase after God, the more that He's going to lead me to lead these kids to Christ. And that was by far the most beautiful thing, really seeing now looking back, God holding me up for these kids and also for myself, like for my own well-being. And it was just beautiful. and the brand new year began, and I decided to make a website. I decided to get HoneyBook, and the year of January, I mean, I just changed so many things, and then of course I was still in school, so class started. And let me tell you, the first week of school, I was just, I think feeling just death is an understatement as to how I felt doing these classes. I did not want to do them at all. I was in agony doing these classes, and I was like, what if I have to let go of something? Like, the expectation is to go to school, but what if that's just not me? Like, maybe I still will go to school, maybe not full time. You know, instead of leaving, let me go part time. But dropping those classes was really the first actual sign of me letting go to pursue this full time, or at least part time while I'm still working at Target. Not for long. So on a January night, I think it was mid-January, I dropped like most of my classes, and that was probably one of the scariest moments, hovering my hand over the mouse, because letting that go meant like letting, like, it's like burning a bridge, kind of. So I did it, and I felt peace. I felt that peace. And ever since then, I mean, I've still been doing YouTube, still making the videos, still growing. My channel has grown a lot this past year. I mean, I think in like a year ago, I gained like 50 subs this year, which may not seem like a lot, but I mean, I have had my channel for like 4 to 6 years, I think. Like, it's been a while. But yeah. So I just kept updating my website. I shot a wedding in Chicago. I shot an engagement shoot. I've done portraits. I've done headshots. I haven't done much video work yet, but I mean, the best way to go by spreading my name is by word to mouth, you know, just talking to people. But I could see it slowly beginning, and I'm really excited to see what is going to happen. And I am happy to preach God along the entire way, because I want to remain humble and give glory and credit where it's due. I'm really thankful that God has opened this door for me, because, and if anyone's ever asked me what I'd love to do for my life, it's always had something to do with the camera. I can never tell why, but looking back, I can see that was implanted in me a while ago. It's just camera stuff has always been a desire, a real passion for me. And then I got 100 subs, and I saw it coming, but I just like didn't expect it, if that makes sense. Like, I remember waking up a couple days ago, checking my channel, and I didn't even see it go to 100. I saw it was at 98, and then it was at 99, and then it was at 102 the next day. So it jumped 3 in a day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to make a video. I didn't even plan this video. That's how like fast it came. So I'm gonna still make YouTube videos. I know I've been lacking lately. I'm sorry. I'll make more videos. I've been busy lately, but I will be making more videos, different kinds of content. Vlogs will be back up again. Just that I've been busy with a lot. I mean, like lavalier mics, getting backdrops, getting lights, getting flashes, getting a new microphone for the camera, getting an ND filter. I've been working a bit to buy these things to invest into this business. So yeah. So pretty deep video, pretty long video for 100 subs. So yeah. Thank you for 100 subs. I'm really grateful and excited to make content for you 100 people. 102 people, whoever you are. I might know some of you. I make content so people can enjoy, and so I could look back on and see myself grow throughout the years. So I'm going to keep doing that. So fun content, learning content, and of course, the most important, just godly Christian content is going to be coming to all of your ways. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please comment any ideas, please. I would really appreciate any ideas. So yeah. Peace.